Hey there, guys. Music fan here. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are staying warm and cozy inside and all that stuff. Because it is cold as balls here in Long Island, but it's not nearly as cold or as frigid as the storm in the Midwest of the country and some parts of the East Coast, particularly New York and it's just been very super frigid here. It's just been like unbelievable. I was watching a program on ABC, and I just saw like a guy was trying to drive his car, but then his car got flipped over, and it was crazy. But the guy's all right. He's not injured or anything, thank goodness. But as I've heard, like there's been like about maybe a dozen, like around 10 to 12 fatalities around that particular area because of the storm, and that's of course that's very sad. But I hope and pray that there isn't going to be any more. They stay indoors and all that. But if they have to go out, then they please be careful, because it's just crazy out there. Even flight delays. There's been a lot of flight delays and travel delays. For people who's been wanting to go into traveling for the Thanksgiving break, see families, friends, relatives, and it's crazy. It's very insane, But hopefully they get there safe. Hopefully, no more people are going to get injured, and I hope everyone's all right. But anyways, the real reason why I'm here is to make a short, small announcement, a couple of announcements actually. Going forward with the channel, with the next couple of reviews. First of which, I have been pondering of doing a complete re-review of both At the Drive-In and Linkin Park. And the whole reason why I've been deciding to do that is like myself watching my earlier videos that I made last year. I'm not quite satisfied with them. I'm not happy with how they turned out. I'm not happy with how I made them. Of course that's because I was trying to learn how to film and review videos at that time. And at the time, I was still also using a laptop computer, which really didn't have that good of a sound reception to it. And not to mention, I was trying to put music in the background to accompany the review, but largely due to YouTube copyright infringement, I can no longer do that. I can't put any music whatsoever that has copyright infringement material in my videos anymore. And honestly, I don't want to really find any way to work around this, because honestly, guys, I just don't want to be arrested. So I don't want to get arrested. So yeah, I've been kind of also thinking of re-reviewing At the Drive-In and Linkin Park. Also, mostly because watching the earlier videos, I keep finding that I could have said more things. I could have been more fluent and more more engaging, and have more of a say, more things to say about the reviews than I did originally. And I think kind of re-reviewing these reviews will also give me a better opportunity to project my thoughts about the albums and the thoughts about the songs. And I think that's a pretty cool way to reinstate your opinion, or reinstate what you think about an album, or in this case, like two bands with two discography reviews. And and also because I've been listening to the other albums recently, and I've been getting different thoughts about them, and especially the Linkin Park ones. I mean, it's not so much that my opinion of them has changed, but I've gotten more or less more things to say about them. So going on a re-review of these discography reviews will give me an opportunity to have another crack at them again. And the other thing I want to announce is, like, as it's become kind of tradition here. Last year I reviewed a Trans-Siberian Orchestra album called Christmas Even Under Stories from said band. And this year I'm planning on continuing that tradition with the second Trans-Siberian Orchestra album. And honestly, I haven't really heard anything from the second album yet. I don't know what it sounds like. I haven't researched it. Yet. And so I don't really know what to expect particularly from it. Maybe I'm expecting more of the same with this album, but but it'll be interesting though, because I never heard apart from the first album. I never heard anything past the first album, so it'd be interesting to hear the second record, and then kind of formulate a review and an opinion around the second album. And also Kelly Clarkson too, I think, has released a Christmas album of covers called Wrapped in Red. And I've been, since last year, I've been wanting to go on a Kelly Clarkson review, discography review, but I haven't been able to get into that because, like, things and whatever stuff around me, but going into this Christmas season, I would really like to take a gander at her albums, because apart from Adele and Whitney Houston and a bunch of other singers, she's personally one of my personal favorites, because she's a fantastic singer. Like, I don't have to technically like her songs, because some of her songs, I could care less for, and but she's still a fantastic singer in my opinion. And what was the last thing I wanted to get at? I've heard that Arcade Fire recently released their fourth studio album, Reflector. And from what I'm hearing of the reviews, there's really good reviews with that album. People have been liking that album a lot. It's a bit of change of pace for Arcade Fire. They were mostly known for being a great alternative rock band. While maintaining this big level of success, they've also kind of managed to stay within the indie, still have that indie rock credibility to them. And with this one, they kind of change things up. They kind of shake up their core, and they start experimenting with a little bit of a disco vibe, a little bit of a disco texture, but at the same time not necessarily embracing the disco style per se. And it's very evident from the title track that the band released a couple of weeks ago, prior to the release of the album. It's an awesome song. I really like the title track. It's very groove laden, and it also builds up also too. Keeps adding more things as the song goes along. And it's giving me high hopes for listening to Reflector. I'm not sure if that's going to imply if I'll be compelled to review the other three Arcade Fire albums, but that will be up to my judgment, and that will remain to be seen, whether I decide to do the other three albums or not, because Arcade Fire are a great, fantastic band, and I remember watching their I think it's their American Express concert. That was streamed on YouTube, and they were absolutely fantastic. First time seeing them live, even though not in person, but they were fantastic nonetheless. And Arcade Fire is an awesome band. Anything else I'm leaving? Anything else here I'm leaving? That's right. I've also been wanting to get into a Nirvana review. I know I've said this countless times before. I've originally been wanting to review Nirvana with Grunge Month originally. Then again, and it kept pushing back. And not to mention that in this year will mark 20 years since the release of the band's last studio album, In Utero, and they re-released a special edition of In Utero, like a big box set of it, like not so much like with the Lights Out particularly, but it's a retrospective collection. That includes the Live and Loud performance and a new mix of it, and other B-sides and outtakes from the sessions. And I'm not going to technically review that collection particularly, but I'm thinking of staying up to time here and review and go on a Nirvana review just for the sake of getting to In Utero, because that, like, for me personally, that is one of my favorite Nirvana albums from their catalog, even though I'm not a big Nirvana person since high school particularly, but yeah, I know I've been saying it tons and tons of time before, but I really want to get into a Nirvana thing, review their records, and yeah, pretty much it. So yeah, this has been an update video of the future plans, like in the next coming month or next coming 2 months, particularly, maybe 3. I don't know, but yeah, hopefully all goes according to plan. As for you guys, I wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving with your family, friends. Hope you make it to your family and your friends safe, and hope you take care of yourselves, and yeah, have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy eating the turkey, having some wine and all this, good stuff. Really, really awesome good stuff with family, friends, and all that. So happy Thanksgiving, guys. Make it home safe, Mr. Music Fan. Take care, guys.